Hello my fellow pod pilots of New Eden, Eddie Rio here, and we're back in EVE Online. And don't know if you notice in the bottom left hand corner, Derek is sporting a new little EVE bet logo. Go over to their website and check it out, make a few bets, let them know I sent you, and hopefully the plan is I'll get a little bit of ISK from them by advertising it so that I can fly some better ships, and I'm sort of looking at a Vagger for the next video that I do. But for this one I am in a Hawk, and it's a dual medium shield extender Hawk. Now I found out about this fit because I ended up killing a Hawk, but his tank was so impressive and he was doing loads of damage that I ended up killing him, but I stole his fit and I've basically made this whole video around this fit. I jumped into a little plex where a Tristan was, and it turned out that a bloody Griffin was his ult also there, and I'm trying to survive and trying to get out of there, but I'm thinking if I can manage to get this Griffin, then I can easily take this Tristan out. I know I can tank them. He's not doing very much DPS at all. He's quite a new character. And there goes the Griffin. He missed a cycle on his ECM. I managed to lock him up quickly enough and take him out. And now I can switch back to the Tristan, or Buffalo Bill, and carry on owning him. And as you can see, he's doing such little DPS with his drones there that it's not even a problem. I'm barely having to rep, and I've just got to keep going to take him out. This medium shield extender fit can tank so much, but I have had to downgrade the little missile slots, not missile, rockets on this, down to T1 versions, but they're the kind of best T1 versions that you can get. But because I'm only using faction ammo with it anyway, I'm not using the T2 ammo, so it's fine to do that. Obviously you lose a bit of DPS, but the tank is so good that I think it's kind of worth it really. And this fight that's just about to happen here will show you how much of a good tank it has. I've also got the little Imperial Destroyer fighting me, which is the NPC, and he's actually doing quite a bit of damage, but that Hawk has caught up with me and is applying DPS. As you can see on the scan, there's a Stiletto, Enyo, Republic Fleet Firetail, Vengeance, and a Slasher, which are coming in for me, and I've got to try, and at this moment I'm tackled. I don't think I can get out. I just want to try and get a kill, so I'm going to go all out and try and get a kill. The Firetail comes straight in, and I think that this is my chance. The Hawk had too much of a tank, like myself. Almost lost my shields there, but just about managed to bring it back as I took that Republic Fleet Firetail out, and I think I could probably get this Slasher before they end up killing me, which I do. So I've managed to get a couple of good kills whilst sort of tanking this little mini gang here, and just sort of showed the kind of DPS and attitude that it could tank. I could probably have tanked further if I kept my alignment in a straight line and kept burning, but as soon as I turned to approach one of the ships, I kind of lost all my transversal, and they applied a hell of a lot more DPS a lot quicker to me. Here I jumped in and an Algos was fighting another ship, so I kill hauled onto the ship that he was fighting and then decided to take him out. I've put this in because I thought it was quite a good fight because he was hull tanked, and I didn't realise until a little bit later, just as he starts applying quite a bit of DPS, I decide to take out a few of his drones just to kind of negate a little bit of that DPS so that I could carry on tanking it, which I think was a good option in the end, and then I go on to take the ship out. So sometimes you've got to make that call of whether you're going to go for their drones or whether you're going to go for them, and it's not always easy to know. Although I would probably say that 9 times out of 10 it's best to keep max DPS on the ship that you're killing. Here's another kind of show of strength of this Hawk's tank as a Succubus comes to aggress me, and I managed to hold my own up against him for a while, but I just can't keep that tackle up because the Succubus has got much greater speed and maneuverability on me. So I managed to just keep playing with him for a little bit, and an Imperial Navy Slicer comes in and starts applying some DPS as well. But I'm still tanking it okay, and it's not a problem. I'm just starting to really hurt that Succubus. I'm trying to get in for him, but just as I'm about to sort of, get close to killing him, he makes a lot more range and manages to warp off. So now I've kind of got to play with an Imperial Navy slicer that's got a hell of a lot more speed than me. So my initial thought is to try and bait him into getting closer. So I want to de-aggro and I want to approach the gate and just start taking damage and just let him get me down into hull a little bit if I can, and just sort of play that game. It's a bit risky because a few good shots and I kind of go a little bit too far into hull and I could end up losing my ship quite easily. Another slice has come up and a succubus. A hookbill doesn't do anything for a little bit, that's on my side. He just kind of sits on the gate watching for a while when he could have got one. But as you can see, one of the slicers has made a mistake. He's come in too close and I'm going to go for him straight away. And it's obvious that he came in too close, going for the kill, thinking that I was dead. There were enough ships on me to kill me. I'd forced the succubus back off again and I was doing fine on managing to tank it, and I'm just playing that bait tank. I'm now left with one slicer who is trying to get me now, and the hookbill again, although he can go fast enough, he's kind of miles away. I don't really know what he's doing. I'm just basically going to ignore him. It would be nice if he caught him, which he probably could at the speed that he's going for, but he doesn't at the moment. And I've just got to play this sort of silly little game of making it look like I'm going to die when actually I'm doing okay. As you can see, he almost starts to come into range there again. The succubus comes back in, so I think, right, I'll just go straight for him again and start applying DPS and try and force him off the field again. And he instantly just warps away again. Obviously he was scared that there were the hookbill and myself. He's had enough. He's been tanking me for quite a while and he's realised that he can't fight me anymore, so he keeps running away. And I'm back to trying to get this slicer. As you can see, the hookbill's just sat on the gate there when he could be coming to help me. But I keep waiting, and then all of a sudden, I think he obviously thinks he's got the upper hand. He comes in closer, and I managed to get that overheated scram on him, and that's it. He's dead. There's nothing he can do once I'm in range. He's got such a small tank, and he's been using his cap for so long as well. He must be almost capped out. And that's it. He dies. And a Magus, I don't really know what this ship is about actually, because I haven't seen it very much, jumps in and comes towards me. At this point, I'm just sort of buzzing. I think I can take on the whole of EvE, so I decide to go for him, which is a big mistake, because this is quite a powerful ship, this, and it does a lot of DPS, and I do end up dying. But that was a great little fight, and I could have walked away. I should have walked away at that point, but you get a bit overconfident sometimes. And once you've kind of, your risk efficiency's up, you've killed 2 ships, you're happy with that. You can let yourself die happy, knowing that you've killed those ships, and you're kind of up for trying it on. You never know, I might have got another kill there, and it would have been even more epic. But I thought that was a really great fight to show you there. Okay, last fight here. I've got 2 cruisers, a Caracal and a Thorax, and I'm taking damage and I'm trying to get them to GCC on me in the gate, and it's taken a little bit of time, probably about 5 minutes, but eventually they do GCC on me, and I could not be happier because I know that I can pretty much tank this and take them out. And it's just a case of the DPS coming from the gate guns onto that Caracal at the moment, and the gate guns, the DPS kind of disappears at one point, and I'm not too sure what to do. It switches over to the Thorax, so I think, well, I'm going to swap over to the Thorax as well, because let's see if we can drop him quick with the gate guns on him and swap over my point to him. And as that happens, there he goes, the Thorax goes then back onto the Caracal. And by this point he's only got a tiny sliver of shield, and as soon as the gate guns put another couple of licks on him, he's down. And a couple of cruiser kills in a Hawk there. Took about 5 minutes to bait them into shooting me, but they did in the end, which is pretty cool. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that episode. If you did, give it a like, subscribe and all that goodness, and go check out EvE, and hopefully I'll be flying some a lot more shinier ships in the future. Till next time, fly safe.